What's going on, family? This your boy Big Smoke. You're chopping it up with your boy on some late night real estate talk. Just got through checking out this book, The Secret Life of Real Estate and Banking. This is referred to me by my little brother John. Great read, man. I appreciate the referral. Of course, it's not a quick read. You see, you're going to have to take your time getting into this book here, man. And they say every great woman and every great man has a bookshelf in their home. Do you? If you don't, I hope you get one built like I did. It takes time. And when you do get yours built, most definitely get this book right here, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This most definitely is a great read. And this should be sitting right next to your Rich Dad, Poor Dad book, right? And I've been studying, most definitely I've studied the poor people my whole life, right? And most definitely I've been studying the rich people, right? And some of the things that I find that the rich people do, man, they get up at 4:30 in the morning, they eat a healthy breakfast, they read, they work out, and I find that a lot of them journal. So I got my journal. Do you have yours? I've been journaling since 2009, and what's so dope about journaling is that you get to go back and revisit the old you, right? And I have went back and revisit the old me since 2009. I was like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? And I have been like, hey, good job, you know what I'm saying? So it's the ups and downs. It's to revisit your history. The word history, if you break that word down, history is his story, right? The greatest book ever written is your book, right? So the topic today is, or tonight rather, is pretty much, I'm getting these emails, and I'm finding people ask me in the last 3 days, hey, Smoke, how many houses do I need to buy in order for me to retire, right? Retire at 40, right? Great question. So here it goes right here, right? This is just my opinion, okay? I think you have the answer, and the way to find out the answer to that, you have to find out the number, right? You have to find out your finish line. What's your finish line every month? Meaning, how much do you spend on your wants every month, and how much do you spend on your needs every month, right? So just say, for instance, you're a $4,000 a month person, right? Well, let's figure out how much you would need to spend on property, okay? Let me take you through let's take a little ride, right? Say you invest $20,000 in a property, right? Your purchase price for that property is 20 grand, and the reason why I started at 20 grand is because the $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 homes are pretty much gone now, right? There's a couple of them still out there, right? And they beat the hell up too. But just say let's start at 20. You put 10 in it, and you're buying this cash, right? With no bank overhead. You had $30,000. You rent it out for about $1,000 a month. You subtract $300 a month for your taxes and insurance. You most definitely want to insure your stock. Real estate is a hands-on stock, right? Because hell, they didn't teach us Wall Street. You probably didn't go and learn about Wall Street, right? So we can't just put the burden of us not knowing and getting the lessons on the school system, right? Because a lot of us are victims of CPS, right? So I'm a victim of CPS myself. You most definitely want to insure your asset, right? So when you're making that $700 a month, that's $700 for life, though. Nobody can take that from you. You can lose it if you don't pay them taxes, if you don't upkeep it and nobody wants to rent it, right? But that's $700 for life, right? Okay, so how many properties would you need to buy times 700, right? You probably need to spend $200,000, $300,000. I know if you spend $300,000 at this was that 300,000 times 7. Let's see here. I'm sorry for the pause, y'all. This is free information, so bear with me. Okay, say if you probably 700 times 10 is 7,000, right? So you would need to 30,000 times 10 is 300,000. So you pretty much need $300,000. So how do you come up with $300,000, Smoke? Hey, I don't know. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta get out there. You gotta hustle. You gotta work. You gotta sacrifice. All right. I had to do a whole lot to obtain assets, man. I had to cut back on a lot. The greater the risk, the greater the reward, right? We'll talk more about it. I just wanted to kind of give you a quick synopsis to do a little tutorial on this topic. I do know that I will recommend that your first property, try to move in that property if you can and save that money up that you once was spending on rent. or mortgage if you walk away from your house that you have a current mortgage on. Say for instance, living in Atlanta, Lincoln, you need to at least be spending $1,000 a month for a decent area, right? So that's 12,000 a year. 12 months make a year, right? What you do is you buy a house for just say 40,000. You move in there, you stay in there 4 years. This is not gonna happen overnight, but I'll tell you this, and I promise you this: if you can get one paid-for property out of this recession, you have won, and you are winning, because now the money that you once was hustling to put out every month, now you're recycling that back into yourself. So do you need a lot of properties? No, you actually don't. But that's on you. You get to choose, but just get one. Get one. Hustle, struggle, do what you gotta do. They asked me, Smoke, how did I get here? What's some of the things, some of the ways that I get here? And like I did a video on this before. I said, hey man, that nice car you driving, I wasn't driving that. Them nice restaurants y'all was going to, $200 on the weekend, I wasn't doing that. I was eating tacos. I was driving that G6 with no hubcaps, with the light, every light that could come on possibly on that Pontiac dashboard was on. My you see my glory, but don't know my story, right? I sacrifice for a big reward, and you have to do the same. All right, leave a comment. Holla at your boy. Iron sharpen iron. You feed me, I feed you. I hope that you are blessed with much success coming into the new year. Subscribe to my YouTube page. I'll put a link in so you can get more information about real estate. All right, love you guys. Peace.